Okay, let's hit double speed and we'll talk about Dark Age here. We have Sitaux, best French player, playing as the Poles, which are people consider it broken. I've heard Hera himself say the Poles are broken many times. Very strong eco, very versatile Civ, useful in lots of maps. They're the #1 Socotra Civ, according to Dave. Certainly very useful on Socotra and useful on any map, really. I don't really consider them a water Civ, so maybe that's their one thing that they're not good at, but yeah. Pretty good all-rounder Civ, but kind of unconventional in their bonuses. Hera playing as the Hindustanis. And these are definitely considered maybe S tier now on Arabia. These are the reworked Indians from the new DLC, and they have lots of tasty bonuses going for them. Some of the best camels in the game, best hand cannoneers in the game. The Ghoulam, obviously, perhaps one of the best unique units. Probably top 5 unique units, depending on the map, depending on the opponent. Like, it's just a Mayan killer, basically. Aztecs, it does pretty well against as well, but against cavalry, not so much. It'd be interesting to see Ghoulam versus Thingamajig. What are they called? Obu. I guess the Ghoulams would win that, but maybe successive rounds of Obu would whittle them down. Anyway, that'll be interesting. 2 really good players, 2 really good civs, and they're on their way to Feudal Age without much shenanigans happening. Everyone just scouting each other out. Good play by both players. You can see the fall work here for the Poles, where you drop a farm and you immediately get some of the food from that farm as soon as the farm is finished building. I think it's 10%. I used to say it was 50%. I don't know where I got that from, but I was wrong. Yeah. We put an erratum or whatever at the end of every stream. I was wrong about the following things and just have it scroll really fast. Could be good. Anyway. Hera going out to gold with 2 villagers, making some militia now, so this could be a men-at-arms play by him. You see the pros generally go forward with their scout and then see if there's any damage that can be done. And then if they see their opponent is fully walled, usually they will cancel the men-at-arms upgrade. Oh yeah. Let's see what Hera does with this. He will be arriving slightly before Sitaux just because of 4 seconds of idle TC time, but it's basically nothing. Sitaux, on the other hand, looks like he's going to open scouts. He's not on gold. As 2 villagers come out to build an archery range. Okay, so he's going to have to shift over to gold straight away, or maybe he's just going to play straight skirmishers, which is something we see sometimes. And maybe it's going to suit the Poles here, right? Because if you're playing as the Poles, you know you get your power spikes in late Castle Age with the Knight spam and Cavalier spam in early Imp. And you also have a super strong eco. Whoa! Sable Ton V. Welcome, welcome. Hello, thanks for the follow. Hope you're doing well. As we see men-at-arms, double bit-axe on the way for Hera now. And yeah, Sitaux fully walled, except for this area, but it's around his TC, so should be protected. Men-at-arms comes in, so Hera allows it to complete. And looks like Sitaux is just going to be happy defending with skirmishers. Archers are the normal follow-up to men-at-arms play. Hera putting 5 out on gold, so maybe he's even thinking about 2 ranges. You only need 4 on gold for 1 range production of archers. 6 on gold now, actually. So let's see if he adds another building. No, he cancelled that. Now it's just 5 on. So let's see how this goes. Sitaux happy to play defensive. Again, wait until Castle Age, just defending with skirmishers and sitting underneath his TC. Sitaux usually the more aggressive player. So, and Hera arguably one of the better defensive players, but we're seeing a bit of a change here. And it's all just based on the civs, right? The players are playing the civilizations that they have. They're changing their strategies in real time. It's almost like it's a real-time strategy game. It's amazing. Unlike when I play and I do exactly the same thing every time, which only gets you so far. Anyway, interesting opening so far. Everyone playing quite conservative. Hera, yeah, we talked a little bit about it. Maybe regretting the men-at-arms upgrade now. Didn't get much value at all. They are useful against skirmishers for sure. But only if you're in your opponent's base or you're caught outside. And right now, Sitaux kind of caught outside. Doesn't need to be out here with his skirmishers. Definitely can't get any damage done on villagers. In Feudal Age, skirmishers are only useful for really annoying villagers, idling resources. For killing, they're not so good. That changes though in Castle Age once you get enough of them. I think it's 14 elite skirmishers with bodkin to one-shot a villager. So that's often a reasonable number that players can have if they're countering archers. So yeah, skirmishers definitely can become a killing machine later on, but now really just a defensive unit. And Hera forced back here, still has 5 on gold. So we'll be floating a bit of gold here, and we'll see what he does as he tries to get up to the next age. Hindustanis, not really a civilization you think of archers with, but they get very good cav archer. So maybe we'll see cav archer play by him. Cav archer, obviously a decent counter to cavalry. If they're microed properly, and obviously Hera can micro them properly, but Hera not a big fan of cav archer really, as we see Sitaux getting the armor now for his skirmishers, so they're going to be +1/+1. So yeah, archers couldn't really engage anyway, but now they have to run away actively from the skirmishers because they're too strong. Hey, but good play by Sitaux here. He's not being passive, despite the fact that he's making just defensive units. He's chasing Hera's units down. Hera happy just to build up a ball here, and he'll look to get up to Castle Age a bit earlier. Maybe use a power spike with crossbow. But yeah, it's hard to know what Hera will go for. Camels might be an obvious choice, right? To deal with the Poles' cavalry. And maybe we'll see that later. Certainly Hindustanis have the units to deal with the Poles, but whether they can keep up with their production, I'm not sure. A nice play by Hera here, adding scouts in feudal age to deal with skirmishers, but there's spears here by Sitaux. Scouts obviously a really nice counter to skirms, but they cost food, so you're going to slow down your castle age time. And it looked like Hera might get up first, but now based on the eco balance, looking like it's going to be similar uptimes for both players. You see that Sitaux is on stone, and the Poles are getting 50% gold in addition to their stone as they mine it, which is a very nice bonus. Can definitely help you get defensive towers up, go for tower rushes even. Okay, now the men-at-arms and scouts should be able to push all of this back. Yeah, Sitaux will need to use the fact that he's invested less into his military to get up to the next age faster. So let's see if he can do that. Still investing in spears and skirmishers, and it's just streaming them one by one across the map, which I'm not a huge fan of. The plus side for him is that all the activity is happening around Hera's base, and his economy is pretty safe. Still hasn't fully walled here. Might want to fully wall against scouts. Hera does have 3, and yeah, here we go. Sitaux going to wall them out here. So smart play by him. Never want to leave holes in your walls if they're scouts, because they will just run past the TC without taking damage and just be annoying. Probably won't get any vill kills unless you're unlucky, but idling eco can just be the biggest pain in the ass, especially against really good players like Hera. This is still open, and we'll see if Hera thinks about diving here. There's no villagers underneath the TC for the Poles either, because they're all out on the folwarks, and Hera recognizes this. He could even snipe this vill. There's nothing, well, the vill could garrison. And yeah, we might see Sitaux actually punished here as he's pulling vills, so this is immediate idle time. There's no vills under the TC. Villager tries to gate, Hera blocks, and there's a kill. So yeah, seconds of timing are making the difference here, as the walls weren't complete. Hera knew he could run in, and now he can just be annoying as hell, idling all of the food eco. Sitaux doesn't have the food to click up yet. You could pretty definitely say that if this hadn't happened, he might be up already. So Hera gaining an advantage here by running into the scouts. Loses them in the end, but I think that's decent value for a unit he's probably not going to use later on. Meanwhile, back at home, Hera still has his archers, now has 2 ranges. I'm not sure when he added the second range, but certainly has enough on gold to keep those running. And yeah, gonna pick off these skirmishers in low numbers. Yeah, Sitaux, I think, just making the correct decision to try and get as much damage as possible. And yeah, advantage Hera for sure. As we see a market up here, that's a second market from Sitaux. Why a second market? You already built one. As he's going to get double towers over here to protect his stone. Another tower here to protect himself. And another tower here. So yeah, whole bonuses coming into play here. Being able to get that bit of gold while also mining stone. Yeah, helps you defend your base and maybe get a castle up earlier in Castle Age. Sitaux won't be able to do that, of course, because he invested in the towers. But still, I think this is smart. The lion just getting shot in the face casually. Taking it like a man. Alright. As Hera will arrive and find that his crossbows are kind of useless here. Sitaux probably worried about Hera camping underneath one of the towers. That's why he built 2 over here. But yeah, we can actually click all the towers. And we can see how locked down the base is with the TC. So yeah, basically all of the res is covered. And Hera will either have to come forward with siege or come and attack later on with trebs. So yeah, tower defense, very strong. And again, the Poles good at getting those towers up early without it affecting their gold income as much. Or income of any other res. Okay, it looks like Hera is going to try and dive a little bit here, but that's a bit of a mistake. He didn't see the second tower. Oh, yeah. No one has lost... no, Hera lost 2 vills, right? No, Hera killed 2 vills. Yeah, sorry, Sitaux lost 2 vills on the farms here. Sitaux is going to go for defensive siege. Not sure how necessary that is, given that he has the towers. He's going to go out for gold over here. Okay. Right now, his unit's not fantastic. 2 archers and a spearman. He just got Bodkin. He doesn't have crossbow, so maybe he's going to go skirm defense for now as he opens up with a scorpion. All right. Good scouting here by Sitaux using a unit, yeah, just to see what's going on. Count the TCs, basically. See what your opponent is doing. And maybe idle some villagers here. That's nice. If he gets a kill, it's beautiful. Hera should notice this, though. Yeah, is sending over 2 crossbow. We should deal with this pretty handily. Sitaux microing. Can he get it? Go, Sitaux. Go. 1 more shot. Gets her. That's mad value. That's insane. Okay, 3rd TC over here for Sitaux on wood. So doing a good job expanding his eco. And yeah, Hera gonna drop a 3rd TC as well. So both players happy to let this go a bit later by the looks of things. And yeah, both players have good reasons to believe they will be stronger in the late game. Poles obviously with their amazing farming eco, but Hindustanis have cheaper villagers, so their boom is pretty good as well. Just whether Hera can match the numbers later on, and I don't think playing archers is going to be the way for him. And right now he's just hanging around at home. Doesn't know Sitaux has expanded. Hera just knows that everything here is locked down and he can't do damage without forward siege. He's decided not to do that, as it looks like he's going to begin that switch into cavalry, which we talked about. Yeah. Definitely needs to go for that, as we see Sitaux adding a cav archer. Is that just for scouting? Probably just for scouting, right? Did get Bodkin though. And he wasn't making archers, so maybe he does want to go cav archer? I don't know. As Hera's gonna start adding camels. He has to, I guess, realize that camel will be part of his late game composition against the Poles. Hindustanis getting faster attacking camels. They're also the only civ that gets imperial camel, which is just a tanky unit. And very, very strong. But it's expensive. Hard to get to. Okie dokie. Back here, Hera just expanding his eco. 3 villager difference. Although I think Hera was he slightly later to the 30C? I don't know. Okay, cav archer here. Just 1. So I don't know what Hera's going to make of this. He's going to spot that. But camels are a decent counter to the cav archer anyway, depending on the numbers. And Hera's just going to come home as Sitaux deletes a spear rather than let it be converted. Okay. Interesting times. Yeah. So still happy to take gold here. Still taking stone. Almost has enough for a castle. Almost has enough resources to click up to imp. So we're getting to the Poles, whatever, window where they can do damage. In the super late game, we have to fancy the Hindustanis, as Sitaux actually is idling his TCs now, so he wants to get enough gold, food to click up. He's missing, no, I thought he was missing a building, but he's not. Okay, Sitaux is on the way up. We'll look to add the castle now. This could be GG. This could be GG if Hera spots this and denies it. He does spot it. Sitaux only has a scorpion. And yeah, has to run away. So yeah, good play by Sitaux not to commit to this. We'll have to drop a more defensive castle. Deletes it, gets the res back. Yeah, and defensive castle for him. Castle absolutely needs to come up. It would have been fantastic to get it here. He didn't lose any villagers there, which is really impressive. A lower elo player than him would have committed to the castle, and it would have been GG. So good reactions there, putting his losses without actually losing too much. Obviously would be a better position here. He could take the stone. And this is giving Hera information. Probably reckons Sitaux wants to get up to imp with that castle up. Probably saw the score dip as well. When you click up to the next age, you dump a lot of your resources into that upgrade and your score drops. So Hera, yeah, realizing that, and he's going to click up as well. Without much idle time at all, which is impressive as hell. He has 39 farms, so yeah, obviously that helps. Getting up to the next age without idling your TCs too much. Okie dokie. As Hera's gone out of 4th TC out on this gold, as he moves out to stone as well. He'd love a castle on the frontier, maybe on this hill. Between the players, it's pretty flat ground here. There's a hill here, and a hill here. So this little triangle might become important later on. Or even this hill guarding a nice choke point across the map. Okay, Mangonel here for Sitaux in defense. Hera, I think, just lost 1 crossbow. Yeah, 1 kill for this man. Right. Alright. As we see palisade walls and gates being deleted for Sitaux, as he's going to come out and maybe wants to drop another castle somewhere. As here come the camels, as Bracer is now coming in for Sitaux. Right. They're getting fully upgraded Arbalest, I think, except for the last armor. But probably not what you want to be going with as the pulls, as he is going for Arbalest. Okay. Interesting, so maybe figures I can't play my camels because... Or I can't play my my cav because of the camels of the Hindustanis. And Hera is already banking a lot of camels here. 4 in the queue from 4 stables. 11 on the field already. Getting foraging, getting handcart. Doing all the smart things. Doing all the things it's good to do when you're going up to imp. Okay, yeah. Hera scouting around for the relics as well. Great vision by him. Look at the mini-map here. Look at all the vision he has. And yeah, lots of map control for him. Already has 4 relics. Who wants to come out and take the last one? The last one is... I don't know where it is. Could be in a corner near to Sitaux, right? Did Sitaux take it already? Here it is. Sitaux sneaking in with 1 relic. So Hera will have 4. And yeah. Arbalest for Sitaux, but it's not enough numbers. Once Hera gets... Well, Hera's going for skirmishers. Okay. Maybe he was just very confused by that cav archer. Now sees the Arbalest. Sitaux doesn't have any trebs or anything. He's currently housed. Gonna drop a castle over here. Okay, some more defensive castles by him. Hera with almost enough stone to get a castle of his own. Not going for heavy camels straight away. Sitaux is tracking these camels across here, which will run underneath the towers. Prop rotation coming in for Sitaux. Okay. Happy to play the late game here. Yeah, we see an engagement in the middle, and Hera probably going to lose this fight. These are fully upgraded Arbalest in terms of attack. Obviously, they don't get the last armor, like we said. And yeah, Sitaux doesn't have siege, so he can't push, he can't force fights. And Hera now getting ballistics. Has tons of res. Not really doing anything with it. Yeah, getting heavy camel. Okay. Skirm camel. Probably the way to go. Skirm will counter the Arbalest. Camels will counter the cab switch if it comes, when it comes. As I'm not sure if we even saw Slachta privileges from the Poles, which is their unique tech, which gives them cheaper knights. Cheaper heavy cavalry, I should say. And yeah, this feels like Hera's game. He's putting himself in a great position to win. Just making the counter units. Has good knowledge of his opponent's Civ. And is just making good decisions here. Getting the last armor now for his skirms. Yeah, the Arbalest missing the last armor will just get shredded by the skirms. Alright. Patient play by Hera. 128 vills. As we see Elite Obu coming in for Sitaux. Which might actually be okay here. I don't think they'll beat a camel 1v1. But they'll be able to spam them pretty well. They're not the most expensive unit. And maybe this is the way he can win this. I didn't actually think about Obu in this context, but yeah. They'll do well against the skirms and not terribly against the camels. Hera just, yeah, locking down the base back here. There's extra res. As we see Sitaux getting up a outpost, so he'll see what's going on, but Hera should destroy that. As yeah, we're getting set up for a big late game battle in the middle. Very passive play by both players. just getting into their ideal compositions. Sitaux adding bombard cannons as well. Interesting. Maybe he wants to tech into halberdier also. Could be tasty. Halberdier siege would be all right. Especially bombard cannons, really useful against skirms. Doing his best to try and make himself raid proof over here. Castle, yeah, is guarding a lot here, so we can't really complain too much about the position. But yeah, the camels are gonna get in, and yeah, Hera gonna get some definite damage here. Might just come in and kill the farms. Yeah, no, Sitaux deletes the farms rather than losing the wood, so good play by him. And yeah, I've liked Sitau's defensive play, honestly. He's been really smart about it. Hasn't lost many villagers at all, considering what's been happening. Over here, we have Hera moving in with Trebs. Just good positional play by Hera. As we see, the Imperial Camel coming in, or it's already in, 160 HP, pretty good. Yeah, no base melee armor or pierce armor, but +4 now. Tasty. Okie dokie. As bombard cannons from Sitaux to take out the exposed Trebs. And yeah, interesting stuff. Last armor coming in for the Obu. Sitaux now has 26. So yeah, this is going to be Sitau's death ball as Hera gets Shatagni, and I always have to remind myself what that is. Let's see. Shatagni, hand cannoneers +2 range. The Imperial Age technology of the Hindustanis. Yeah. Makes sense, right? Definitely will give him an edge over the Obu. Yeah. Let's see what happens here. Arbalest trying to take out the skirms. Camels run in. Obu making Obu noises. Bombard cannons being microed around the Arbalest. Nice micro by Sitaux. And it looks like he might pick off most of these camels. That's a lot of camels dead, and he didn't even get both of these, so yeah. Nice composition from Sitaux here. And Hera invested a lot into these camels. And now we'll just have to go full hand cannoneer by the looks of things. But Sitau's pushing. Sitaux is pushing for sure. Hera has a lot of farms. I'm not sure. Yeah, he'll want to get to some sort of Hussar spam. Are they getting Hussar, the Hindustani? I'm not 100% sure. I guess they are, right? Yeah, so he's adding stables, either for more camel production or for Hussar. Yeah, interesting fight. So with villagers forward as well. Now just getting this castle age attack, okay. And he's holding. There is holding. Sitaux now going for light cap, so maybe going for winged Hussar. They're very strong. Hera now getting Grand Trunk Road, which gold income is faster. Let's keep going back to check these upgrades. All gold income 10% faster, yeah, for the Hindustanis, so tasty. This tells us, I don't know, it's just a nice tech to have, I guess. He's going for double gold composition, hand cannoneer camel. Alright. Sitaux getting Lechitic Legacy, which is splash damage. Not splash damage, but trample damage for the winged Hussar, which makes them incredibly strong. Should be really good against the hand cannoneers. Won't be fantastic against the camels, but he has the Obu for that. So yeah, really, it's been a fantastic game in terms of strategies. Pole's not going for their obvious cavalry power spike. As yeah, we're seeing Wing and Hussar coming in now. So yeah, great mind games in this one as Hera comes in with the camels. 2 busted civs, yeah. How's it going, Joaquin? Hope you're doing well. Hera cheekily, or not Hera, Sitaux, not cheekily. Sitaux taking gold close to his base. As yeah, his gold has been kind of denied here, and Hera will take out this castle. So all of a sudden, it looks like Hera's the one who's pushing. Sitaux has 47 farms, but doesn't seem like he can get enough winged Hussar out onto the field just yet, as he's completely taken off gold here. He's now suddenly 30 villagers behind. Doesn't have the armor. Feels like it's falling apart. Didn't make this transition early enough. And yeah, He just has this big ball of Obu, now sprinkling in a few Arbalest. Ay, 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 ay. 4 on gold, it's not enough. And now Hera raiding, and even sending the winged Hussar back here isn't gonna help because the camels will just shred them. Yeah, big fight here, this could be it. Good afternoon, Joaquin. Ba-da-ba. Okay, Sitaux down to 92 vills. Hera just happy to keep spamming here. Fantastic res. Is he running out of gold? No, he still has gold here. Stone here. Yeah, Hera just waiting for his trebs. Has enough stone to drop 1,000,000 castles. I would actually just like a forward castle, since he has map control. Could be nice. Or even a castle over here to take this gold and really squeeze Sitaux out of the game. Sitaux completely forced into this bottom part of the map. And yeah, I think if Hera just gets a few strategic castles, it's just over. It's already over. So, Hera's getting murder holes as he goes for a very defensive castle out here for safe wood. Okay, fair enough. He's got some walls up over here. Yeah. So just doing a great job making his base raid proof. He knows that's his lose condition, is if a big ball of Hussar comes in. He knows that very well. But yeah, the Hussar just can't engage against the camels. Best camels in the game. Against the best Hussar in the game, maybe, except for the Magyar Hussar, I don't know. Decent surround here by Sitaux. Another really interesting engagement here, as the Obu and Arbalest are taking out the camels. And yeah, looks like Sitaux is continuing to hold. Over here, there's camel raids happening. Camels should go down underneath the TC and castle fire. Yeah, Hussar not going to be the best defensive unit here. As yeah, I don't know why Hera just doesn't come forward and drop a castle on this hill. Seems the obvious thing to do, but obviously he's doing a lot of other things. He's just dropping defensive castles, not taking any risks. Sitaux on 86 villagers, just 2 TCs left for him, and Hera playing patient, and we'll get the win sooner or later. He has villagers forward here dropping more stables. And yeah, a forward castle here puts him in a good position to trap down both of these castles. Gonna go over here with a very ambitious castle on top of these farms. Here we go, 4 villagers, why not? And another defensive castle back here. So Hera spending his res, at least we can say that. Super, super defensive, not taking any risks, just sensible play. And yeah, he's come forward with the trebs now. Yeah, once these castles start going down, Sitaux loses his production buildings for his Obu, and it should just be the game. GG's called. Okay. Style points should go to both players, really. It was really nice. We said that Hindustanis would have a better comp later on, and that seems to be what happened. I didn't even think about the hand cannoneers. So maybe Poles, yeah. Maybe he just had to go for that castle age aggression with the knights to try and overwhelm. Maybe that was the play instead of taking it late. Anyway, Hera did a great job. Made it look easy, very patient play. Oh, nice.